Leute, es ist nur Spekulation, aber bekommen wir mit KAWS wiederum einen Pop-Art-Künstler auf VEVE nach Ron English, Frank Kosick und Simone Legno? Ich habe ein Video gefunden, was super dokumentiert ist. Folgt dem Kerl auch. Ich verlinke ihn unten in der Beschreibung unten und wünsche euch jetzt viel Spaß. Hier ist das VEVEversum und ich bin's, euer Frank. Los geht's.
It's GAMMAVERSEveve. May the strong unite and the weak disperse. VEVE's in the league no one's seen on this earth and we stand as a league because we believe.
So, wie gesagt, das ist das Video, was ich entdeckt habe. Von einem ganz, ganz coolen Typ. Ich verlinke euch das Video unten, da könnt ihr das auch selber nochmal angucken, weil wir werden es jetzt nicht in Gänze angucken, sondern ich werde ein bisschen was draus zeigen und ein bisschen was dazu sagen und dann könnt ihr das aber selbst verlinken, weil es ja irgendwie lächerlich, ne? Wenn ich jetzt das zeige und wir gucken uns das zusammen an. Deswegen ein Ausschnitt und dann geht's eben weiter. Jetzt hören wir es mal zu. Hier können wir ja schon mal stoppen. 3,4 Millionen Follower hat KAWS. Wenn nur ein Bruchteil davon auf die VEVE App kommt, wenn es die KAWS NFTs gibt, dann wird es einen riesen Boost machen für die VEVE App. In Verbindung noch mit der Comic-Con, die jetzt Ende des Monats stattfindet, wird das einen riesen Hype geben. Also, be prepared. Ne?
I just wanted to see the latest art that he may have posted when I noticed not one, but two key IG accounts that I know following KAWS. VEVE and David you. I don't know if you guys understand how big this is.
Da steht's.
Now, if David was the only one following him, then it would have raised a couple eyebrows, but that could have fallen under him just being a fan of his artwork. But VEVE also following KAWS?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Now, if you're not familiar with KAWS, don't worry, I got you. But I'm almost certain you're gonna find out you're more familiar with his work than you thought. But before we go down that road, let me finish telling you what I discovered. Now, this is David Yu in a video from 2 years.
Für alle, die David Yunes nicht kennen, ist einer der Gründer von Ecomi und dann natürlich auch der VEVE App und ist wirklich ein Sammler vor dem Herrn. Also er sammelt sehr viel Pop-Art und Kultur, aber auch eben Collectibles aus dem Bereich
Years
Comic
ago,
und so.
One of the earliest videos on the Ecomi YouTube page. The video consists of David showing what his latest collectibles were. And what was the first collectible he brings up?
I want to show you this new puppy I just received.
That's right. Big Dog KAWS. Now let's hear what he has to say about the collectible.
This is a very hard, I had to line up for like 40 minutes to get this into my hand. So that's gone on my shelf with all my other KAWS I have. It's one of my favorite artists.
Now a couple things to take from this. One, David said that KAWS is one of his favorite artists. 2, he said that KAWS piece will be going with all his other KAWS pieces, meaning that he's an avid collector of KAWS. And last but not least, CEO David Yu waited in a 40-minute line for that collectible. CEO David Yu waited in line for 40 minutes for a collectible. That sounds like some damn dedication to me. Now, in my previous video, I showed a tweet that Reese wrote explaining how they do tend to see a lot of the things that David collects making it to be. And I also talked about how Godfather Khan can get any license he desires, but it only gets deeper from here.
Of course.
When I was on KAWS IG page, I saw this recent post, and what the hell do I see on the far left? A KAWS collectible in AR with a caption that reads, "Some works are easier to install than others," and the hashtag augmented reality. Then I saw he tagged a page called Acute Art, so I decided to see what that was
Augmented
about.
Reality
Come to find out,
ist natürlich auch
art
wieder
is
ein
an app that allows
Querverweis,
you to
klar.
see what art from notable artists would look like in AR, KAWS being one of them. That's how he was able to create that image. KAWS even made a video of his collectible floating above the Brooklyn Nets court at the Barclays Center behind NBA All-Star Kevin Durant. Now my interest was peaking, so I went back to Acute Art's IG page, and guess who follows Acute Art? David and KAWS.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right.
Now let's talk about KAWS and how he became the art behemoth that he is today. KAWS, whose real name is Brian Donnelly, is from New Jersey City, New Jersey. As an introverted kid, he started sketching in his notebook to pass time when he wasn't interested in class, which we all probably did. But his passion for art didn't stop there. When he got to his early 20s, he moved to Manhattan, New York and found interest in graffiti art, where he would start spray painting his art on buildings and
Er
walls.
ist die normale Schiene gegangen, vom Street Artist, Graffiti bis hin dann zu Objekten und Figürlichkeit. Gleiche Weg hat Keith Haring ja auch eingeschlagen, ist auch ein Wegbegleiter übrigens von KAWS gewesen.
I just wanted to think of letters that sort of interacted with each other in a good way, and purely a visual thing, how KAWS connects, and I like the fact that it didn't exist, it didn't have like, it wasn't a thing, and just sort of lettering that works, and I like the sound. It was like a short, strong mark.
There you go. Artistic expression in all forms. KAWS eventually ended up getting a key that could open up ad poster cases on the side of phone booths and bus shelters. He would unlock the ad poster, take it home, work on it overnight, and bring it back the next day with his artwork on it. Again, technically still vandalism, but who cares? In fact, I'll tell you who didn't. The companies whose ads he drew on. His work was so clean that the companies actually started adhering to his work, often just keeping it on the ads. Some of KAWS' most famous characters that he illustrates are Bendy, Chum, who resembles the Michelin Man, BFF, who resembles Elmo, and Companion, who resembles Mickey Mouse, and is his most notable character. KAWS has said the reason why he uses familiar...
So, auch hier sind natürlich Querverweise ohne Ende. Disney ist immer noch in der Schwebe, ob es wirklich als IP vorhanden ist, also als Lizenz. Marvel, Disney, so weiter und so fort. Könnte natürlich ein Zeigen sein. Oder könnte auch eine Disney-Lizenz sein.
KAWS' art on a technical level is some of the best to ever be seen on this earth. KAWS has some of the best line work of all time, and that is not something easy to accomplish. For example, this is an art piece he painted called Where the End Starts. Just look at how clean it is.
So, und ob wir jetzt final 2D-Art sehen, wie sowas im Bilderreim oder wie auch immer, oder 3D-Art, die ins Figürliche geht, weiß natürlich kein Mensch. Es böte sich an, das mit den Figuren zu tun, weil die sind einfach meiner nach richtig cool. Gut, Kollege Ron English kennen wir auch. English, nicht Englisch. Seiner Propaganda.
Letting you know how KAWS is a earth-cracking heavyweight. KAWS' career would hit another breakthrough when in 1999 he happened to meet a toy designer in Tokyo by the name of Hikaru Iwanaga, where he then created his first rendition of his companion character, and then started selling those to the local collectible stores on consignment. Then in 2002,
so, und wenn wir wirklich hier solche Companion-Figuren oder auch die anatomischen hier rechts sehen sollten in der VEVE App, dann also grandios. Genau mein Ding.
Star Wars, Astro Boy, and even Bear Brick, who I covered in my previous video. And as far as prices, let's hear about the price ranges of KAWS collectibles.
The 4-foot companion roughly fetches for around $30,000 to $40,000 in auctions, and his small scale limited edition collectibles range anywhere from $100 to $25,000.
Yeah, don't need to go any further there. Moving forward, let's listen to what else my man has to say.
Most of these I acquired back in 2013, so a few years after its release.
Hold it. Now my man's done put on white gloves. You know it's real when somebody put on white gloves before picking something.
Gut, aber ich sag mal so, das soll es jetzt auch erstmal gewesen sein. Wie gesagt, ich verlinke euch das Video unten. Wenn euch so ein Content gefällt, irgendwie mit in die Bunny Holes absteigen und Spekulationen, was auf wie kommen wird und wie und was auch immer. Ich finde immer mal wieder so Schmuckstücke und würde sie dann auch euch gern weiterhin zeigen. Wie gesagt, lasst einen Daumen da, lasst ein Abo da. Bewegt die Klingel vor allen Dingen. Und dann bin ich erstmal raus. Bis zum nächsten Video. Euer Frank. Tschüss.